Hello children, the seam sample that we are going to prepare now is a mock French seam. For the preparation of a mock French seam you need fabric. Again I have taken fabric. The length of this fabric is 8 inches and the width is 4 inches. I have taken 2 layers of this, overlapped them together, and now I have marked a line at a gap of 1 inch from the side. And I'm going to stitch on top of it. So it is a plain seam that's done at a gap of 1 inch from the side edge. So let me just stitch this and then we'll move to the steps further. After stitching, now we need to draw lines here at a gap of ½ inch from the seam. So from here I'm going to draw a line at a gap of ½ inch, and on the other side of the fabric also we are going to draw a line ½ inch from the stitch. So like this, we are going to draw a line on the top side as well as on the bottom side. Now we will be folding this. Let me just fold it first and I'll then show you the folding as how you need to do it. So this is how I have folded both the layers inside. So from the ½ inch mark, you just have to fold the fabric inside from the top as well as from the bottom side of the sample. You need to overlap them together. So here you can see they've been overlapped but quite well. Now after this, the next step is wherein we are going to stitch here at the top edge, exactly here. So when you do it in this manner, you will be able to cover the raw edges of this particular seam properly, and you will then be able to stitch on it comfortably. So let's go further. Let me just stitch here at the edge to show you the final sample. So this is how when you stitch at the edge you will get the seam. Let me just turn around to show you how it looks from the other side. So here you can see again the raw edges have been covered properly. This is a mock French seam because it is done with a different technique, but it looks like a French seam. So I have the French seam sample also here with me, and you can see it looks very much like a French seam, but the only difference is that the technique followed here is different. And two, here you can see that on a mock French seam there are 2 stitch lines that are visible, but here on a French seam you can see only 1 stitch line, and on the other edge you will see the fold that's visible. So this is the only difference that you would see on the sample. So for ease of identification, it's just a seam on a French seam that has a fold visible, and mock French seam has 2 parallel lines of stitching, and then you have the fold that's visible. Thank you.